Am I throwing rockets? These are missiles, yeah. These are fucking missiles. I'm 100%. This is, yeah? We're going in here 100%. I'm going into this fight 100% Conor McGregor. Not 92. 100% Conor McGregor. So it has to be really meticulous. We were right there with the last one. As a unit, we do it, right?
Conor McGregor was saying he wanted on the White House. Now, for Conor McGregor to be on the White House, Conor McGregor wants $100 million and he wants 100 golden visas. So Conor's essentially saying, you need me on the White House and you're going to pay to get me on the White House. Like, to do something that 745 people would do for free. He's essentially asking for $200 million.
Conor McGregor has reportedly set his ambitions on the White House. To appear on such a historic stage, McGregor is demanding an eye-watering $100 million along with 100 golden visas. In essence, Conor is positioning himself as an irreplaceable attraction. Yet he's asking for a massive payday for an appearance many fighters would accept without hesitation. Altogether, his demands place his value at nearly $200 million. The UFC is now preparing for what would be its first ever event at the White House, and McGregor has already inserted himself as the centerpiece of what could become one of the most historic fight cards the sport has ever seen.
Campus, he's taking one out of camp. And I get seriously fucking way better this camp. Camp 100%. This is, yeah? We're going in here 100%. I'm going into this fight 100% Conor McGregor. Not 92. 100% Conor McGregor. So it has to be really meticulous. We were right there with the last one. As a unit, we do it. Let's go, let's go. Am I throwing rockets? These are missiles, yeah. These are fucking missiles. Keep hammering, voila.
Before we continue, a quick reminder. Over 99.8% of viewers watching right now aren't subscribed. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming MMA updates. Now let's get into it. McGregor has spoken openly about training with renewed intensity, framing his return as more than just another fight, but a defining moment. Given how serious his preparation appears, it raises the question, have some of his demands already been met? Meanwhile, the identity of his potential opponent remains unclear. Let's break down how this highly anticipated situation is currently unfolding.
Conor, Hamza, this is Conor. Brother, Conor is too old, bro. He's finished. Salam alaikum.
Despite heavy online speculation surrounding a possible Conor McGregor vs Jorge Masvidal matchup, UFC President Dana White remains unconvinced. White has repeatedly stated that he pays little attention to internet rumors and fan theories. This stance directly contradicts social media, where the matchup has been hyped as a major twist for the proposed White House card. White's dismissive tone suggests that not every viral idea becomes reality, even as fans continue debating replacements and dream scenarios.
You've heard the new talk is that Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal could be a potential.
Oh, no,
What's your thoughts? Oh, you haven't heard this?
No.
This is the biggest thing on social media now. Everyone's talking, yeah, that Chandler's out and Masvidal's in, and it's Conor and Masvidal.
You know what's funny? So in my algorithm on Instagram, I have nothing MMA.
Right?
Literally nothing MMA pops up.
Oh, mine's
my
politics.
algorithm.
That's my.
Yeah, mine's definitely. There's some politics, but yeah, I don't listen to any of the goofy.
No.
That goes no.
Is that considered goofy?
That's goofy shit. Yeah, the MMA world, I don't listen to any of that. So literally none of that.
Behind the scenes, however, the UFC has spent months carefully coordinating with the White House, planning every element of the event. Dana White has described the card as something truly unprecedented. He revealed that the team has created highly detailed visual renderings of the entire property, factoring in everything from layout and crowd flow to lighting and atmosphere. For White, this level of preparation reinforces that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create something unforgettable, not just another fight night.
Yesterday, my team, they put together, we come up with a whole plan for production, how it's going to work. My head of production, Craig Borsari, has been working with the White House, for a couple months now. and they build this video rendering of like every tree that's on the property and all this stuff. It's exactly the way it is. We can literally the sun, how the sun will hit the seats at certain times, what it'll look like when it's dark. This is going to be so badass.
Yeah,
it is, and it's a one of one in our.
Turning to potential opponents, Michael Bisping has openly backed Jorge Masvidal as a strong candidate. He pointed to Masvidal's long career and his outspoken support of Donald Trump, which has kept him visible in political circles. Bisping noted Masvidal's frequent appearances at rallies and events tied to Trump's inner circle, making him a natural fit for a White House-linked card. In Bisping's view, McGregor versus Masvidal would be a guaranteed headline-grabbing spectacle.
as I say, when you look at Jorge Masvidal and the career that he's had, and then you remember Jorge Masvidal has been a massive supporter of Donald Trump. I think he's spoken publicly at rallies for Donald Trump as well. So he's certainly in the good graces of the Trump family, right? And they're the kind of people that they're going to want at the White House. Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal. That'll be a sensational matchup. Michael Chandler, of course, losing to Paddy Pimblett the way that he did. And then, of course, when you look at the majority of fights that he's lost, okay, it doesn't really put him in too good.
Bisping also emphasized that if McGregor fully commits to training, a return to his peak form is not out of the question. He revisited McGregor's legendary rise, including the dominant title win over Eddie Alvarez and the iconic 13-second knockout of Jose Aldo. Those moments, fueled by confidence, sharp talk, and undeniable charisma, made McGregor the biggest star in MMA. Despite years away, a broken leg, and extended inactivity, that natural talent hasn't necessarily disappeared. With focus and discipline, a comeback to elite form remains possible.
And all the yes men, if you get rid of all the distractions and you get in the gym, it's not unthinkable to think that Conor McGregor could get just somewhere near the form that he had when he made his rise through the UFC. Remember 2016, that performance against Eddie Alvarez, the one-punch knockout over Jose Aldo, right? The rise through the UFC. It was like nothing the sport had ever seen before. And then, of course, combined with the brashness and the trash talk and all the rest of it, and the swagger and the confidence that he had, and the humor and the one-liners, you put it all together, the man became the biggest star that the sport's ever seen. 4 years away, I think it is, or 5 years, whatever it is, it's been a long time, and he broke his leg, but he's back training, he's back in the gym, and I tell you what, right, me and McGregor, we've gone head to head. We've talked a bit of shit over the years, but you can't deny the talent the man had. And if he locks in and he's disciplined, you can get almost back.
Masvidal himself added fuel to the fire when asked about a potential showdown with McGregor, even after Dana White downplayed the matchup. Masvidal offered a cryptic response, hinting that something big could be developing. While he avoided specifics, he suggested that fans may soon get exactly what they've been hoping for, and possibly even more.
Try to push you on this. Is it as big as they come? Because we've seen on the internet you versus McGregor. Dana White stated that he's no longer interested in McGregor versus Chandler. So then all of a sudden this report comes out, and I'm wondering, does it have legs? Does it have traction? Is it a possibility?
You never know, right? Shit, give them what they want, not what they expect. I can say some big news. I have some fight news coming soon, and it's very big news. And I can't deny or confirm what you just said, you know?
Yeah.
You just gotta let the tips fall where they may, but definitely some big news headed towards...
Masvidal also dismissed McGregor's power, confidently claiming he sees strikes coming before they land. He described the matchup as a striking clinic, believing McGregor's trademark shots wouldn't trouble him. Masvidal framed himself as the sharper, more seasoned stand-up fighter, while also brushing aside uncertainty around McGregor's delayed return. He stressed the UFC's data-driven matchmaking approach, insisting that he has always been the most dangerous and compelling option available.
You're talking about everybody else but me, because you know that I'm snipe his ass quick. That little lucky left shit he does ain't gonna work with me, a premium striker, brother. I'm gonna see that shit a mile away and slap him in the face. You know, so I don't think Chris Brandon ever would have been good. I'm gonna beat the fucking dog shit out of him, straight up stand-up style.
Are you surprised?
None of that grappling. I'm just gonna get in your face, knee your ribs, elbow your fucking face. It's gonna be a fight, man.
Are you surprised, Jorge, that he's moving on, Dana White is, from the Chandler fight? Because it's been like 2.5 years. in the making. They were supposed to fight 2 summers ago. Like, are you surprised that he was that dismissive of it in that interview?
I mean, Chandler's a big name in the sport. He's a huge name and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know how close it was to begin with to being on the White House card. If that was all speculation from the start, or at one point the UFC did want that fight, I don't know all these things. You know, it's just I know that they have a very in-depth team. That they have a guy that counts comments when somebody gets a picture. They have another guy that's looking at just the algorithm. They're having an in-depth team of who's gonna make the biggest noise possible. And I'm sure they're running through that team and they're gonna decide, you know. If you ask me, obviously it should be me.
On the other side, Chael Sonnen revealed insider details about the rumored White House card. According to Sonnen, the original plan involved McGregor facing Justin Gaethje. He made it clear this wasn't speculation. Sonnen explained that McGregor has zero interest in competing at 155 pounds, for reasons that go beyond the weight itself. From his perspective, McGregor is unwilling to make compromises for that division, effectively ruling out a lightweight bout.
This is not speculation. I'm going to share inside information with you, but the plan, right? Everything's a little loose, but the plan, the operating plan was that Conor McGregor at the White House would fight Justin Gaethje. So it was also a belief. One thing Conor does not want to do, and again, this is not speculation. I'm protecting my source, but telling you, giving you some real information here, accurate. One thing Conor does not want to do is go down to 155 pounds. And he doesn't want to do it for a number of reasons, and none of which bigger than just going, why? What for? Like, that's not what this is about. It doesn't matter what this weight class is. Okay. And I'm very confident in...
Sonnen clarified that while McGregor won't cut to 155, a McGregor versus Gaethje fight isn't entirely impossible. Still, he questioned the logic of throwing McGregor into a high-stakes bout at that weight. Sonnen reiterated that McGregor has no intention of making the cut, even as the UFC continues to push the idea. He highlighted fan frustration, noting that supporters were promised a specific matchup and suggesting that once all options are exhausted, momentum may swing back toward the fight fans truly want.
Now, Gaethje McGregor is still on the table, and I think that should be pulled. I do not believe that Conor should walk into a title fight, but moreover, I will tell you, and Conor will too, he's not going to 155. Now, the promotion does not yet have that through their head. They are still pushing for Conor and 155. This is all extremely accurate information. So, I think there's a lot of options for McGregor. I really think that if it's not him versus Chandler, it should be. We really should look at that. We fans were promised a certain fight. We fans have been pretty damn patient. And I don't know that side was considered. And I think that when that side does get considered, that it's going to lean us.
Ali Abdelaziz also weighed in on the possibility of a grudge match between Justin Gaethje and Conor McGregor at the White House on June 14th, aligning with America's 250th anniversary. While acknowledging McGregor's past greatness, Abdelaziz argued that Gaethje is operating on a different level today. Pointing out that both fighters are similar in age, he joked about keeping things respectful in a White House setting, but made one thing clear. If the fight happens, it would be a violent, high-level collision between two elite strikers at the top of their game.
Interim belt, grudge match, June 14, America's 250th birthday, Justin Gaethje versus Conor McGregor. What about that?
You think it's just so many possibilities, man.
But you understand, America's birthday, bring an Irish drunk guy to the White House, make sure he doesn't have any drugs on him or cocaine, fight Justin Gaethje, fight Conor, been running for all his life, but I think right now Conor's, I think right now he doesn't have options, or listen, he can do whatever he wants, but I would love to see this fight. And I think, listen, I might not like Conor, but I think Conor was at one point he was a really, really good fighter, and I cannot take this away from him, you know, but I believe his level to this. And I believe now Justin Gaethje is on a different level. They're about the same age.